Hi students, I am Dr. Zimmerly and I'm creating this tutorial video to show you how to navigate Schoology for our course EDUC 5614 Electronic Publishing. Alright, I'm going to assume that you've already gotten logged into Schoology and you have joined our course. So the first thing I want to do would be a housekeeping item. So click the down arrow, click on account settings, and just verify that your time zone is set to America Chicago. For some students, when I've taught this course before, the time zone is defaulted to somewhere in Africa, so please select America Chicago and then click on Save Changes. You can also change your notification settings here. And then I also want you to click on your name and update your bio and pictures so that we can put a face with a name. Obviously, I've just made up a silly profile to show you how this looks from the student point of view. Now to get back to our course, you'll click on Courses and 5614, here we are. You'll start here in this green folder for course materials, and I have a welcome message for you here that contains a lot of valuable information. In this welcome message, I also hit some of the highlights of the syllabus, but not all. So I would like for you to please read over the syllabus. Then you can examine the tentative schedule. You can view it here, or you can open it up in a new tab by clicking on the blue words. Let me resize this so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So here you can see that you have assignments due on Tuesdays and Saturdays throughout the course. Let me get back to that folder. I also have some discussion boards here that I'd like for you to take a look at. The first one is the student information discussion board that I would like for everyone to participate in so that we can get to know each other better. If you have a question during the semester that you think everyone could benefit from, post it here. If you as a student get to that question before me and you would like to answer that for a classmate, please feel welcome to do so. You might get there before I do. If you run across any awesome resources that you'd like to share, please post them here. Now to get back to all of the folders, you can click on materials and be taken there. If you know exactly which folder you want to go to, you could always click the down arrow. All right, the next folder I want to show you is Module 1. Module 1 is the foundation of this course, and I try to hit the highlights of design and what you need to know. It's made up of 5 lessons and a test. The only test is in Module 1. For each of these activities, you will do a reading, and then you will do a discussion board activity. Here's the reading for the very first module and lesson. You can see that I do have some links that I would like for you to visit. Going through, sometimes I will give you some summaries within the lesson itself, but oftentimes you'll be visiting other links. In most of these lessons, there is a Google Doc list of key terms that would be very beneficial for you to learn, because those will help you on the Module 1 test. So you can see here, I've given you all the terms for Lesson 1 as well as Lesson 2. So you can edit this document by clicking on File and Make a Copy. So you would click on File, Make a Copy, and then you could have that saved to your Google Drive, so you can go in and type in your notes, or you could alternatively print this if you like. So I'm still scrolling down for Lesson 1, and then when you get toward the end, there is an assignment list. Again, I just remind you that you have key terms. That's not graded, that's just for your benefit for the test. And then I give you these assignments that lead up to the discussion board activity. So going back to the discussion board, you can see I have a rubric here that will tell you exactly how to get all 25 points. And then when you're ready to comment, you just come down here, click in the field. You've got a rich text editor here. And if you are going to be linking to media of some kind, like a website, please do use that link there. If you have a file on your computer that you're wanting to link, you can do that as well through the File button. All right, so let me go back to that. So you can see here there are 5 activities just like that. You do a reading and a discussion board, and then that leads up to the test. So the test is 35 questions. Each question is worth 2 points. It will open at 5 a.m. on Sunday, July 15th, and then it will close a few days later at 1 minute till midnight on Tuesday, July 17th. So you can log in at any time between those dates and take the test. There is a time limit. You have 70 minutes to complete the test. And then just some notes about making sure that you have a good Wi-Fi connection when you start the test. All right, let me go to the next folder, which is Print Projects. So once you're done with that week 1 module, which is module 1, you will immediately go into creating products. The first that you're going to create is a worksheet or handout for your workplace. So let me walk you through this as an example, because most of the other assignments will work the same way. So I clicked that link. Now I'm going to click this link. This is the Google Doc with the directions for you. Now, I think that it's very important for us to have good, strong relationships that are positive and professional. And so one way that I do that is by beginning assignments with a fun picture or a meme or a quote, and then I ask for you to delete mine and replace it with your own. So I just thought you might get a kick out of seeing a dog with a Snapchat filter. It might brighten your day, but I would like for you to delete mine and then replace that with your own. If you're not familiar with Google Docs, you can insert an image from your computer or from the web. If you have images saved in your Google Drive, there are lots of ways to upload your image there. That's not for any points, it's just for fun. Then I get into the assignment here. There are requirements for the assignment. Most of the assignments I provided either a tutorial article or a tutorial video to help you understand the requirements, and then you would end up pasting a link to your product that you create. When you get down here, you'll notice that there are some points in the right-hand column. That's where I give you points and feedback. And then there are some questions that I'll have you answer here. I want you to be precise and concise in your answers. And so what I'm saying is I don't want you to feel like you need to write a book here. Be precise and concise in your answers. Make sure that you cover everything that the question is asking, and try to use vocabulary words that you learned in Module 1 to answer these questions. Now, when it's time to turn this in, sometimes students have difficulty, so I wanted to show you how to turn this in, and this will be a similar process for turning in your other products as well. So to share this document, you click on Share in the upper right-hand corner, you click on Get Shareable Link, change Anyone with the Link Can View to Anyone with the Link Can Edit. That will allow me to grade your work. Click Copy Link and click Done. So I just did these instructions, and now I'm going to immediately proceed to these directions to submit it to Schoology. So you would log into Schoology, click on Courses, Module 2 and M2P1 for Module 2 Project 1, which is where we are here. That's how I accessed this assignment in the first place. You can see I have made this tutorial video a few times. I'm making it again to try to be concise. So if this were to be your first time submitting an assignment, instead of saying resubmit assignment, it would just say submit assignment. So I would be clicking on submit assignment. Now click on create. Find the icon that looks like a chain link. Paste that link in and give it the title of your last name, first initial, and then M2P1, insert, submit. So now I would have yours to grade. As a side note, there may be a time where you submit an assignment and then realize that something was wrong and you need to resubmit it. So if that's the case, you would click resubmit and go through those steps. All right, let me get back to Module 2. The second product that you'll be creating is a resume, and I go over instructions about that. And same thing, you would get the shareable link from your Google Doc and then submit that to Schoology just like I showed you. The third product here that you're going to create is actually 2-in-1, and this is also going to be your key assessment. So you will not only create a business card, but you will also be creating or perhaps updating your LinkedIn profile, and it will actually link to your business card through a QR code. The last group of projects is Module 3. The first is you will create an infographic the second is a flyer, and the third is a creation of your choice. So you'll be using the website Canva, and you can see there are lots of different products that you could create there. You'll just choose which one that you prefer for your own needs, for your workplace. I just wanted to give you your own opportunity to be creative and to create something that is going to be very useful to you in your future. All right, so if I go back to materials, you can see those folders here again. Over here on the right hand side, you can hover over that calendar icon, and when you click it, you can see our course here, and if you click on any assignment and then click on view item, you could be taken into it. So that's just another way to access the course assignments. I will say there is one exception to that. When I go back in, you'll see why. When I click on the Module 1 test, you can't actually get into that right now because it's not due yet. So when it's actually due, then it will show up. So I just put that in there so that you didn't forget about it. All right, one other thing I want to show you is if you want to message me, if you're already in Schoology, instead of having to open up another tab and go to your Austin Peay email, you could just click on the envelope, click on new message, and start to type in either Joanna or Zimmerly, and I should pop up. There I am. It does require a subject, and then type in your message, and you could message me that way. All right, I hope that this tutorial was useful to you, and please reach out with any questions that you have. Thank you.